Hi, I'm Dylan, and I want to tell you some stories to inspire you of how to overcome a setback to make your comeback. These are real life stories from my life, and it's something I've been wanting to share for a while, and I haven't, but I'm making the time to do it today. And here's why. This past weekend, I did a workshop in my local neighborhood, and it was a huge success. We had a lot of fun. It was very powerful. People were crying. Whenever anyone cries, I consider it a huge success. And something was very interesting in that when I was there, I felt very happy and very excited and very, very grateful to be able to be there. But then I came home and I was completely zapped of energy. I only had to walk around the corner, but just doing that and kind of barely making it to my couch, kind of passed out, took a nap. And it makes sense because it's, being on and performing takes some energy, but this felt different. And after a day or so went by, I kind of realized why. It was on this day, 2 years ago, where I landed in this neighborhood and began living here and was actually physically moving my stuff up the stairs into the apartment. And at that point in my life, I had been through some incredible trauma, and I was basically in crisis. Personally and professionally, I had been kind of whittled down to nothing, and was literally in that place of just kind of crawling to the finish line of moving into this apartment. But if I've come so far in the past 2 years that I forgot that. I forgot the state that I was in when I moved here. And it wasn't until my body literally had to process the duality of the significant trauma and the crisis that I'd been in 2 years ago and the place that I'm in now, and how the comeback was such a profound experience that my whole body had to process the enormity of that success. And it was mostly a success of the resilience of my spirit. I think we do a lot of measuring success by professional metrics prescribed by society that leave a lot of people just feeling so completely void and empty and depleted, and they never really wonder why they feel happy. And I will tell you 100%, with what I've walked in the past 25 years of being in multiple careers, I've never felt more satisfied than where I am in my life, personally and professionally. And I'm not hitting a lot of the benchmarks and metrics that other people use to define success for themselves. But I know a lot happier than most of those people. I want to tell you what I did that helped me and helps my clients and may help you in going from being in a significant setback and making a comeback. Two key things. Number one, it was giving myself all the time I needed to heal, get my feet under me, and get myself back out into the world to be able to give to other people. That saying of you can't give from an empty cup is 100% true, and for as much as I tried to resist it and think that it didn't apply to me, it did. And there were small steps that I had to take to be able to restore my own mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health, gradually to be able to build myself back up, to have confidence, to be able to have courage, and to be able to feel like the person that I wanted to be to help other people. I knew it was possible because I had achieved it in the past, and I knew that this was just a phase of my life and it wasn't what was going to be for the rest of my life, but it was that knowing, it was that belief in myself that actually made the transformation and the progress possible. And the second thing was taking small incremental steps. I didn't try, any time that I tried to leap from where I was to where I wanted to be, it totally didn't work. It took these small steps. And if anyone was following me the past couple of years, you might be confused. You might be like, Dylan, it looked like you were killing it. Look at all the things that you were doing. You were speaking, you were doing these events in New York City, and you were doing, and you're right, I was. I absolutely was. It was because I kept putting myself out there, even when I was afraid, even when I didn't have the confidence that I'd had in my past. I would push myself to do it because I knew I would never get from feeling crushed and, reduced and feeling super small and feeling insignificant and feeling despair and rage and frustration, all those things. I knew I would never get from that place to where I wanted to be without pushing myself beyond my comfort zone. I would just keep swirling in that whirlpool. And so you saw me doing that. And that whole saying of fake it till you make it, I don't really know that I believe in it. I think that anytime you're doing something, even if you're forcing yourself beyond your comfort zone, you're doing it. You're not faking it. You're doing it. All those appearances that I did the past couple of years, I wasn't faking it. I was doing it. And those different things that I was doing built me back up to the level that I wanted to be at. There's a whole lot more I could say on this, but I'm going to stop here, and I hope that it provides something for you in that, if you do hit a setback, if you're in a place in your life where you're in a slump, the first thing that you need to be able to get to the comeback that you're looking for, that you're wanting for yourself, that I've just achieved for myself, is the belief in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, and you have to start with the idea that it will be possible and it will happen. And I did hold on to that belief, even in moments where I doubted it. Deep underneath all of that doubt, all of that fear, all of that frustration was this core belief, my own self-efficacy, that I would be able to do it. And then I took small incremental steps to make it happen.